My name's Catherine Allan. I'm the program lead for Program 1, which is called Investing in High Performance Soils. I'm not going to use a slideshow today, so you can look at the same picture that you've been looking at for quite a while, but it is an important picture. Before I get into what we'll be doing over this session, I'd like to invite you to answer a few questions that I'm going to ask you. Answer them in your head as you go. Just think about this. It's not really questions, it's whether you agree with my statements or not. And your options are yes or no, in your head, doesn't matter. And there's no sheep stations going on this one. But first comment, my first statement, farmers are vandals who don't care about the soil. Do you agree? Not agree. Farmers should carry all the responsibility for ensuring our future existence. Agree? Farmers are completely responsible for ensuring we have ecosystem services. Farmers have enough accessible information to manage their soils. Farmers get prices for products that allow them to be soil stewards. And farmers make decisions based solely on data from researchers. Did any of you, in your heads, answer no to any of those questions? Good, because that's the no to all those questions is why the Soil CRC has a Program 1. It's because we're helping farmers, but farmers aren't there on their own. Farmers manage the soil in contexts. There's biophysical contexts, but there are social, economic, political contexts around the management decisions, around the way people behave. So that's what our program is about. And I guess that was just a way of saying, this is really fundamental to how we manage soils. Michael hasn't said it today, but he has said it in other years. This is a soil CRC, it's not a soil science CRC. It is about managing soils and the context in which people operate is what our program is, this Program 1 is about. The project leaders, the current project leaders in the project put together a bit of an idea of what we actually do, and I'm just going to read it to you. We are seeking practice change by supporting grower groups and shaping markets to support farmers and their environments. That's really what we're aiming to do in Program 1. We've got 7 universities involved, 11 current projects, lots of farmer groups, and in fact, the farmer groups are the focus of most of our activity around our work. We're going to have a couple of panel sessions which will go in depth into 2 of the project areas and a couple of PhD presentations. So I just want to tell you a couple of the other things which are, or everything else that's happening in Program 1 and do that really quickly. We have a major social benchmarking survey. I believe, I keep saying this, nobody can contradict me yet, that it's the biggest survey of its kind happening in Australia at the moment. It's rigorous, it's thorough, it's got good science behind it, it's finding out a lot about what farmers value, what farmers know, what farmers intend to do, what the constraints on farmers are. For example, that question, are farmers, they don't care about soil, they're vandals. The social benchmarking survey in each of them has come up with the #1 value, regardless of whereabouts, for farmers is the ability to pass on a healthier environment to future generations. Hannah-Beth Luke, stand up please, Hannah-Beth, is leading the social benchmarking surveys. Talk to her. She's got the Tasmanian survey there in her hand. A heap of data coming through. So that's one of the things which is exciting us in Program 1. We've got another area which is about those market forces which are on farmers, and trying to activate markets to make it easier for farmers to do what they want to do with looking after their soils. So I've got Nick in the room, I hope. Nick Pawsey, there he is, up the back. And I'm not sure if Mark Morrison's in the room. Yeah, okay, Mark can stand up. Mark is leading a lot of the research around consumer markets and how they pay. Nick's looking at the financial institutions and markets, and both of them are looking at one of the important aspects of that, which is certification, or how do you guarantee these things? So again, catch up with them. That's in that markets area. We've got some other economics happening at the farm level. A couple of people who aren't here, a couple of project leaders, so Sheil Godfrey and Richard Koulas, looking at aspects of regenerative agriculture on farm level and on waste stream fertilisers, and also Nathan Craig looking at risks in farming systems. We've got other projects, the knowledge sharing project and the building farmer group capacity projects, and they're going to be the focus of our panels. We've got 6 PhD students in Program 1. You'll hear from 2 of them today, adding to these areas around certification, around knowledge, around how people make decisions around the forces around them, the economics of doing soil amelioration, and understanding regenerative agriculture. So that's really our program. I'd like to get the panels up started, the PhD started, because they're actually the heart of what we're doing.